Welcome back, everyone. It is NewMutator bringing you game number 5 in this double elimination round 2 match between the Time Wizards and the Name Changers in the Myth World Cup 2012. And yes, it's been a wacky match so far, pretty bizarre. Although I guess I have to say not all that surprising. For some reason, the Time Wizard team having some issues with players showing up, I guess. I don't really know what's going on. Actually, both these teams not really fielding all that many players, and I'm not sure why exactly that is, but White Flesh is Renwood, and he's attempting to single-handedly pull this out through sheer force of will. Father Xmas is also along for the ride, Tool of Control, and I'm not exactly sure who that could be precisely, but I don't know. Maybe we'll find out later. Bunny and MP Phil, so 5 players total. And across from them in the north, this winter fresh color is Ska, Zach Naffine, Substitute Shaister, Mr. Rousey, aka August, and Sam are all here for the Name Changers. So 5 players for them as well. So it's going to be pretty even at 5. Although, I don't know. We'll see exactly if the Time Wizards are going to be able to win a game in this match or not. So far, they have lost all 4 games. And they haven't really been pretty, with the exception of Game 3, where Renwood somehow managed to kill off the Name Changers' Spider Queens. It hasn't really looked all that great for the Time Wizards. And even then, right after he did that, he managed to lose the Spider Queens of his own. Pretty in quick succession there. So we'll see exactly how this one plays out. It is Flag Rally. No, I'm sorry. It is Territories. So the aim on this one is to tag a flag and hold it. So tag a flag and leave a small force to defend it from the easy tag, and try to and reinforce it if it's under siege, so that to prevent the opposing team from being able to tag it themselves, because the team with the most flags by the end of the game is going to win it. And yeah, so some stuff being said here, I'm not sure if I can follow everything. I don't know if it's because I don't have a sense of humor, or what exactly it is, or just if it's all kind of gibberish to me. But sometimes somebody says something pretty cool, pretty witty, or pretty pertinent, so I do leave the chat up in case you all want to see it. Sometimes I'm able to see it too, but I guess not very often. But anyway, here we go. I didn't even get to look at the trade exactly, but it doesn't surprise me very much that we're going to go kind of a max. What in the world? Now this does surprise me. There is 4 journeymen here. That is bizarre. You hardly ever see that kind of strategy in any kind of myth game. You might. Most teams will go, because journeyman costs 6 points in unit trading. In the unit trade dialogue before the game begins, when you basically you're trading your points, you're putting them into different units to get a unique unit composition for the start of the game, for the duration. And journeyman, those 6 points, 4 of them, that's 24 points. And that could have gone into archers. Archers are 3 points apiece. That could have gone into dwarves. Dwarves are 6 points apiece. That could have gotten 24 thrall. Which I don't. Maybe that would have been a better investment. But I have no idea. Renwood seems to like getting as many journeymen as possible, and they may be cost effective. Depending on how they're used. Journeymen can be very cost effective because they have this ability to heal. These journeymen it looks like they have 4 or 5 heals left. So if they don't die immediately, they may be able to deal some damage here. And oh, Sam's goal duds, but he is able to pick it back up. And oh, Sam's dwarf throwing in the water. He is, oh, and he duds again. That is unfortunate for Sam. He is going to go down here, it looks like. Yes. And but his goal does connect with some pus, but it doesn't seem to do, it doesn't set off those bottles like he probably wanted them to. So Sam just basically got taken out here. It's 89 to 82%, and he's going to be hunted down by this middle force here of the Time Wizards. MP Phil and Bunny kind of chasing him down. So I guess Tula control might be Falcon. I don't really know. But while this is happening, we have to also keep in mind that there is a huge warrior force, Substitute Shaister, coming into the Time Wizard backfield. And he might be able to get Renwood's pus goals to auto pus and waste that pus while all of this is going down. And these are just Thrall. They're only 1 unit trading point apiece, so it's not all that significant, even though it seems like they're getting worked. Thrall are pretty expendable. I mean, this is what you expect Thrall to do. Just take a ton of punishment. Oh, and that Thrall draws the auto-fire Tula control, wasting his pus on a single Thrall. Now that was cost-effective for the name changers. Not what you want to see for Time Wizards. And there we go, an offensive use of the Journeyman. Renwood using him to heal and kill a Thrall there. And here we go, name changers are now pushing from behind, and basically they're going to close in on this middle force, and a wasted pus there by that Time Wizard goal. And yeah, Mr. Rousey is going to take out basically Father Xmas. At this point, Father Xmas was on flag defense duty, so Time Wizard lead is cut down to 5% now, 60 to 50. Well, it's now 54%, so some other stuff is going on as well. Here we have MP Phil was able to take out that defensive Thrall, and Time Wizards did take this flag here, but I don't know. It's basically going to come down to this mid-battle here. And oh my goodness, Renwood's archers are caught way out of position. I guess he's spread because of the threat of pus. And these goals do have pus, but that was kind of weird. Okay, there we go. That pus was taken out, but these pus goals escape. And Zach Nafine is going to run around these trees and attempt to take some damage. He might be able to take out MP Phil's dwarf at the very least. Renwood's archers doing a lot of damage to these warriors here, and that's something that you want to see happen. If the opposing team doesn't have archers, you basically need to be dealing consistent damage with your archers on the most valuable units of your opponent.
Flag contested.
And Zach is chasing down. Looks like I don't know if he took out MP Phil's dwarf or not. Nope, MP Phil's dwarf is right here. He's gonna get healed if there he is. He gets healed by that Journeyman. And very interesting, 8% spread at this point, 42 to 50%. But Time Wizards have to be careful. They don't want to get flagged, because that very well could happen. And MP Phil's going to need to use at least one of those. He needs to use his last remaining route as an offensive route. Actually, there he goes. He's attempting to use his dwarf, but his dwarf is going to be destroyed right there. And that was a very nice pass by Ska. However, MP Phil does manage to clean up those Thrall. And Time Wizards are still ahead. They're going to be chasing Substitute Shaister, but I don't know, Zach's Thrall are looking pretty healthy. It's going to be difficult to fight both of those forces. And yeah, Time Wizards are going to be caught out of position if they don't get out of here. Tula Control is going to engage here. If he engages those Thrall, Substitute Shaister's warriors are just going to do a lot of damage, but he does disengage, and I don't know why Renwood is shooting these Thrall. He needs to shoot these warriors. These Thrall are easy to kill. You have 5 heals remaining. You can probably heal all of them. And oh my goodness, we see Mr. Rousey coming up from behind and dealing some damage to those archers. And Bunny is... he basically has the only... Okay, so Ska has a warrior here. He's not tagging the flag because he wants to wait. He wants to tag... he wants to basically flag the Time Wizards. And it's... somehow, though, Name Changers are in a great position. I think they took out...
Flag captured.
They took out all the melee of Tula Control somehow. I didn't quite see how that happened.
Flag
but Tula Control lost almost all of his significant melee force, and he's just going to get cleaned up here. Renwood just getting destroyed, decimated at this point, and that's unfortunate because it seemed to me like Time Wizards had a great they had a great opportunity there, but somehow it got away from them. And now it looks like they're going to lose the game.
Flag contested.
So I didn't quite see exactly what happened. That was pretty bizarre turn of events. While I was explaining Ska's, you know, decision to just stay off of the flag momentarily, somehow Time Wizards loses almost all their force. So 21% to 3%. And yet,
flag contested.
And yet, Father Xmas does have a single Puskull running around, but that's going to be the only remaining unit for the Time Wizards. And because he tagged the middle flag, it is not game over. As long as the Time Wizards have a flag remaining and a unit remaining. Oh, it's not a Puskull. He just had a cleaver in his hands. And he's going to pick up another one and attempt to somehow harass this warrior of Ska's to death.
Flag contested.
And as you can see, cleavers don't do all that much damage. But throwing them at the warrior is a lot better than attempting to fight him straight on, as we'll see in just a moment. Gull's just not able to do all that much damage to warriors compared to what warriors can do to Gulls because of the warrior's ability to block. And the Gull also has a significant chance to miss in a melee fight. Well, there you have it. Name Changers sweep the Time Wizards. Although game number 5, it looked like Time Wizards were going to be able to take it. It was a pretty good game. I just wish I had seen what exactly had transpired up in the north to turn the tide for the Name Changers, because from what I was seeing, it looked like Time Wizards were in a great position to win that, but somehow that slipped out of their hands at the last second, just when I wasn't looking. So looking at the damage here, MP Phil doing fantastic, 25 kills for him. He also had the most damage for his team with 85. But Mr. Rousey, 21 kills and 121 damage. That is a lot. And Zach 96 damage is significant as well. And Samuel, 2 kills and 23 losses, almost losing it for his team, the Name Changers, in game number 5, but they were able to pump out a win and take the match. So Name Changers are going to move on to the double elimination round 3, and the Time Wizards are headed to the bottom bracket, where they're going to face, I don't know, we'll see. We'll find out pretty soon. I don't have the information right in front of me, but there's 4 teams in the bottom bracket at this point. It's Age, it's Gimbal R Us, Time Wizards now, and Deer. And so I guess they're going to face Gimbal R Us in the bottom bracket, because I think Deer and Age have already played by the time I've casted this game. So I'm going to take a look at those films as soon as possible and bring that to you, hopefully. But thank you everyone for joining me. It is the NewMutator bringing you these games, and you're watching the Myth World Cup 2012. And I don't know, Trover and out. I gotta I gotta come up with something better than that. But thanks for joining me, and we'll catch you next time.
Team eliminated. Game over.